All right, decided to do a video today. I was actually doing one earlier, but I messed something up, so I had to go back on it. Let's see here. Today, the 24th. Yeah, I did two trades, $40 and $10 so far for today on my simulator, my paper trading account. Um, I like to use Dogecoin. Say it once and I'll say it again. I mean, I work for a living. I'm a W 2 employee, right? I don't got the opportunity to sit around all day at the house and be on the simulator. So the market isn't open on the weekends. The only thing that's open on the weekends is crypto. So this could be Doge, this could be Bitcoin, this could be Ethereum, this could be Litecoin, this could be any asset that has a lot of volatility in order to gain experience from, in order to actually put the simulation to work on the weekend, right? So I just got it set, or it just comes standard, like 100,000 units on anything. Um, Now my ballots, stuff like that, I've just been keeping that on there. I really don't keep track. I'll try keeping track of it before, but there's no need if I'm not going to be like, you know, participating in day trading or scalping every single day. You know, it's miss and hit week by week, depending on what's going on. Unfortunately, I got a lot of people in my life that love being broke and poor and homeless. They don't do anything about it. They don't feel the need to. They say money isn't happiness. I tell them, well, it's going to be happiness to have something when you're living under the bridge, but nothing to eat or nothing to drink. You know, I've worked my 30s. I'm in my 40s right now. When I was in my 30s, I told myself that I don't care if I have to work two full time jobs or even three jobs. That I was going to do it. Fuck my feelings. Fuck my body pains. Fuck my you know desire not you know anything that tells me not to do it. Right? Fuck all that shit. You know, just get in there and get it done. You know, and yeah, I did three jobs for simultaneously for 9 months. It snowballed on me. I had to let one go, so I was getting like 5 hours of sleep every day. Um, the way I had them all shifted in, all channel locked into one another. It was it was set up in a way where I had a 40-hour a week job for 4 days a week, 10 hours per day. Then I had a 32-hour a week job um, for like 5 days, and then I would have my off days not not sync together, so they would spread apart. So the two off days from the 32-hour job versus the 40-hour job would not be on simultaneously on the same day. It would be two difference. And then thought to myself, well, Josh, you're just not trying hard enough. You need to try harder, man. You need to go out there and like do it. So I found a third job that was for like 3 hours a day that started right before my my 32-hour a week job, right before that one. And I juggled it to where I could make all three of them work simultaneously and together, right? And I was probably doing about over 100 hours a week. Um, no overtime, straight time, right? I found out later that was a bad thing. I wasn't really thinking about overtime being more of a positive. I said, well, the more you make from your check, the more they're going to take. I was on child support too at the time, so my old back child support, they were taking out. child support from all three jobs. Um, so I got caught up with that. That was one of my missions, one of my goals was to eradicate all my debt. If I'm not debt free, then I cannot be rich, or I cannot obtain wealth, or I cannot have a better life. If I cannot do this, I cannot have a better life. I will be broke forever. And this must be accomplished. Priority number one. Now, all these friends and family or people that I know, man, I stack up my debt. I got like 20, $30,000 in debt. Credit card debt. Not on top of everything else that I got a mortgage, a home mortgage. For 30 years, and and someone else says, oh well, I just enjoy my free time. I don't want to work for anyone too much. I'd rather just work one job that pays me just enough to survive, and I will work until the day I die. I got someone else telling me that, and I'm thinking, no, no. To me, those thoughts, that ideology is agony, pain, and suffering. If I believed in those things, I would feel like I'm destroying my future. I'm destroying myself. I'm getting rid of any opportunities that I have by following that ideology, by following that mentality. I'm destroying anything that I can achieve in the future by saying I've already failed, so therefore I will not try, or being broke is okay. Everyone is, or something stupid like that, And I got all these people around me that believe in that believe that way, and I'm a part of this Discord chat with, with Albert Allen and all these other individuals that think the way I believe. There's a better way of doing life. There's a better way, you know, and, and I have no support from anyone. None of these people support any future dream. Matter of fact, I get punished for thinking this way from my own people, for having these dreams, for having this goal. They want to sit there and say, well, you just need to start paying attention to other things. That's your problem. Why are you going after your dreams? Why are you trying to pursue that? Everyone around you is suffering. You need to suffer too. You need to be in debt too. You need to be broke too. You need to have nothing too. You know? And it sucks for them, for me to hear them say that. It really does. Every time I try to show them my stuff, oh no. It's like trying to, tell someone about God, or trying to educate someone, that's forced to be there, that doesn't want to be there. They're like, like a vampire in the light. No, no, it burns. You know, that's the way these people feel. And one day, I'm not going to be around them no more. So they can stick with that ideology through the rest of their life. I mean, hell, I'm helping them out too while I'm trying to do this. While I'm driving my vehicle, the way I have a mortgage truck, while I'm doing all this, I donate like $150 from time to time. I mean, I got my own problems. My teeth need to be worked on. I need a couple other things. I mean, I haven't been to the doctor since God knows how long. Shit's gonna get bad. I need to stabilize it. So you can't afford to stabilize anything, then what are you gonna do? I mean, like the hospital can't deny you from showing up, but you're not gonna get a setup. You're not gonna have your own doctor. You're not gonna get, you know, on the right track. It's gonna be temporary. It's just gonna be a patch. But anyways, yeah, it sucks. And this was a sharp downturn, and I already took profits off of that. So let's see here. 24 this side, so it's 20s. That was in that was at 1900 hours, so it's like less than It's definitely less than 30 minutes. Where's that? Okay, there it goes. But yeah, right here was this order block, or yeah, order block. Yeah, yeah. See, there goes the fibs. They print naturally. It's on here. I can draw them out myself, but they already come with the program now. It's been updated, so they're all pointing down. It's getting to a point right here where it could rebound. Market structure was going good. Now it's becoming negative. So this was the down part from here to there. This is going to be the up. So money flow is going to be coming in positive. I would think that it would do it down here. That X right there is a warning sign to exit the short position. That's a take profit symbol. So let's go ahead and buy that. Might have to average it a little bit here if it falls down further. I am buying it in a downtrend, so I would expect this trade to turn against me before it goes with me. But if I'm as smart as I think I am, which I can prove that I'm not, how it broke structure from here, but there's another one there. But that's way down here. Let's see what happens. We need to start seeing some relief. Fortunately, looks like the money flow is starting to roll over. And this line right here is the trend, right? So as long as it stays near or heads to this line, right, closer it is to it, the better. The further it starts to drift away from it, and it's basically saying that it's no longer intact, like this one right here. Let's see here, get it there, there, there. You can call this whale pump too. This light green area, the whale dump. This really strong red area. See the oscill or the hyperwave is rolling over. That might just be a dead cat bounce. I don't know. We would have to have this confirm it. It would have to turn green. We would need to see. So the trend's gone. No, 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 it's still there. Okay, there it is. It's trying to roll over. That was a divergence from here to there, from this one to this one. That led to that bounce. I want to say that was a dead cat bounce on a downtrend from the way it looks on the higher time frames. We need this to disappear. Now, since this is a downtrend overall, it's going to be fighting this upward slope right here. See how this green line kind of tracks it? Right here, this green line, there, and then it'll be there. But I shortened this one intentionally because I don't want to see an extended one, and I would anticipate it to follow through. This one doesn't actually give me pro. It goes a rollover. Okay. So this is going to be an example of why you should not trade against the trend, even if you have support areas. Especially if you see something like this on a higher time frame. And then this is rolling over, and then this was never in an upward state whatsoever. And this rolled over. That candlestick on the 5 minute is completely red, a little sliver of green. That means there was a lot of selling pressure. Now we can flip these over by going here, and this is top bottom, so premium, make that the discount, and then turn the discount into the premium. And then to flip them over. So yeah, it's gonna have a pretty big spike here. It's getting into this zone right here, which is around this one, in between this one and that one. But the 5 minute says it's going to continue tracking down for the most part. So does this indicator. That indicator says the same thing. There's support here. It busted through this support already. Now it's testing this one. It's on a downtrend. Yeah, it continues to bleed. It's getting stronger too. Took out that one. It's going to test this one. This right here will be a add to position zone. But we have to see some type of rolling over also on the other indicators. If it gets back into that zone. Oh, looks like the 5 minute wants to roll over. Might have to pause that idea. Turn negative now. All right, I'm going to look for a bounce. Look for this one. Let's see what happens here. Confirmation would be if this one rolls over in the green and it locks. Okay, there it goes. But it needs to close and lock. I've seen something like this before where candlestick never closed, so it changed on it. Yeah, it's positive there. It's starting to pull back. All right. Now, I've got two choices, which I think if I get into the break even zone, I'm going to take half of it back. Still negative on this wave, though. Mm, Might just have to add it again. See, it's starting to cluster up right here. It is negative. This one turned. It's saying a lot of positive things could happen. This one's saying negative. That's negative. This is currently negative. Whoa, what happened here? Holy shit. Okay. Saying we're running out of time. Oh no. Oh no. That just turned into a resistance zone. That is that little blue square right there. That's a positive liquidity grab, but it failed. Well, let's see what happens. Hammerhead candlestick. That's a dragonfly doji, or not a dragonfly. That's a dragonfly candlestick. Hold on here. So take profit zone. Just going back into negative. Of course, these are all saying it's going to go down on the 5 minute. There's nothing positive whatsoever right here. That turned negative back here. Strong to be positive, but it's just too much negative pressure going on. It's flattening out. This is down. The rule of thumb is supposed to be your higher time frame is always going to be the bias direction. All right. Now on the 30-second chart, the 5 minute chart. So that's a lot of 30 seconds. It's going to be like what every minute two, five. That's 10. I don't know. This is why I say it again. It's very important. Don't fight the trend. The trend is your friend. Even if you had support zones, it took them all out. You see that? Now the next support zone is going to be down here. And the overall time frame swapped from positive to negative. So, I mean, in all reality, you could use this. Say this is the direction it's headed to. All right. In all reality, it could take, where are we at? Almost 7:10. 7:10. It could take an hour to find a bottom, you know, in this trend that it's got going on here. That's an hour of acquiring more loss every second that goes by, or every 30 seconds that goes by. Completely in the red. All of that. Deep in the red. This says there's not even a chance for a bottom until the next 15 minutes. All right, so I'm going to wait a few minutes, and then I want to look at some other stuff over here. Like, look at these waves here, right? The moving average waves. They're just pointing down. There's endless bottom. Like, that there is no bottom. It's just going to go down, 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 down. Doesn't even try to do this sideways at some point, right? It's just straight down, straight down, straight, right? But I'm gonna keep an eye on this right here. This is where it's at. If I want to catch any type of recovery off of this position. So let's do the overall markets first. What the hell happened over here? This TQQQ on the daily. Alright. Alright, so if we look at, or just QQQ on the daily and weekly, if we look at QQQ, we look at, if we look at the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, this is the resistance zone, this prior top, right? Algos, the moving average algos, they say they're projecting upward. You know, they're projecting this one still in positive territory. Uh, Positive. There was a pullback here, which was this, right down to the trend, and then popped afterwards. It could have This trend could have been updated. Maybe it was in a different direction. Maybe it was here and here. You know, prior to the past. So we would have to do a back test to find that out. Um, there is something here. See how this is sloping up? If you were to go to the bottom, go up, let's change this to black. You can see it. Yeah. See how that's kind of like in an upward slope? And then this one you can say is pretty much just sideways. Right? Like that. Still on the bottom part, still in an upward slope, right? So I can say it like that. So sideways, still in an upward slope, right? Then we use what is projected, how it kind of is here, right? To that. So we could say something like Let's not use this one. Let's use the one that's projecting out, and something like that. So the way this is structured to me, it's pretty much the way it's displaying it here. It's going sideways, right? Unless we have something like this here come out over here, and that would look something like this, then there's not really saying too much. And this one is. But the problem with this one here, that's not the center. This is the center. So technically it's in positive territory right here. Right? Same goes for this one. Right there. So positive territory. This is the market structure is positive. There was a dip. That was buying opportunity. There was a double down here, double bottom. Boom, boom. That was a buying opportunity. You could have done it with this indicator, top and bottom indicator. When they crossed over, that would have been probably a good time. I need to eradicate some of these lines. It's just getting too much in detail. I just got to simplify that one a little bit more. Um, Positive. It's at a resistance zone. If we were to draw, oh, you know what? Maybe it'll have it on there. Hold on. Delete that. Go here. That's the long term. Yeah, no. Okay, I thought there was a centerpiece to it. Channel extended. Both left and right. Transparency. Dotted. Show. Nope. Normal size. Bottom. That's just the info. Oh yeah, that changes the math. I don't want to do that. Dash. No. All right. Thought there was a way to put a center line in here. Might have to explore it a little bit better. But if there was a center line here, that would be considered fair value, right? So something like that. That would be where the fair value is on the trend. That would be discount. This would be premium, right? And everything between this line here would be where that zone starts and ends, right? If it's directly in the center. So currently, it's going to go into a premium zone, and it has a resistance here simultaneously. If this thing rolls over on the daily, that would be a sign, another warning sign that that's probably going to be a topping phase right there. And it's a week high on the weekly, week high. So it says it's going to go sideways. This is negative. This is overall positive configuration. It says it could be going, even though this indicator is going down some positive territory, still suggests it's going to go sideways until it goes into negative territory. So that's that one. And then over here on the triple Qs, see, triple Qs, it's the lagger of the bunch. So it's not even nowhere near where it's supposed to be compared to the other ones. Like if you look at the SP 500, right? It's pretty much slamming on coming close to that resistance zone right there. Yeah. See, kind of like just bashed right off of it. So let's go back to the Qs. So I found this is an interesting one. Dang, why did it do that? Okay. So let's find where this resistance is at. This is not on the daily. It's not on the weekly. Let's do some detective work here. It's not on the 8 hour. It's not on the 6 hour. It's not on the 4 hour. It's not on the 2 hour. There it is. It's on the 1 hour. Right here. This zone. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get a horizontal line. I'm gonna put it right. Let's put it on the top. Right here. That way, if it breaks this line, let's make it black and visible. Okay. There you go. Lock it in place. Let's go back to the daily. All right. Which is pretty much self-explanatory. What breaks that, but that's the top of the hourly resistance zone. There is no other one, I don't believe. What was in there other than this? And that was the high, right? That was right here, 500. So let's go back. There, 500. Yeah. So yeah, so that's where that's at. It says the weakness is in. It wants to go sideways. It wants to go sideways. Still going up. It would have to break this. It would have to break it to a higher high right here. Start getting in this position again, above to the overbought area again. The positive on that, negative on this. There's no oil dump. There's no. Still got a lot of buying pressure, even though the hyperwave is negative on the weekly. Still positive on the daily. It would like, in order to confirm it to be rolling over, it would have to show swap to negative. Uh, but yeah, that's where that's at. Now, on the SPY, well, I mean, not SPY, but the SPX, we got cycle analysis on the daily and the weekly. I believe, yeah. So these dailies should align with the minor one here. These weeklies here are pretty much two of these. So every two cycles on the weekly is pretty much one cycle, or every two cycles on the daily is pretty much one cycle on the weekly. So we're in this zone right here where it should find the end of its trough. So if that was to happen, then we can come over here. Where is this? Would see something like that probably. Oops. I'm expecting something like this. Go back. It don't have to be that low, but there is a little gap right here. It looks like it needs to be filled. Let's see. Yeah, right here. There's a gap. I would think it would come back, fill this gap, find support at this upward trend, and it would continue to have its right-handed translation, which means that. Okay, that's the wrong side. Let's do this again. Delete that. Right-handed translation, right, which means higher highs, higher lows. So this is the end of the trough right here, but it bottomed out early here. Right, there's a zone. There's like a 3 to 4 bar um, room for error within the zone right here. So it's most likely like this, or you call it that. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would say this would be the zone. So that would be pretty much it right here. So there, that would be the bottom of the trough, right? Then it would have this pull back there, right? And then this trough right here, the inner trough is configured positively, right? This trough right here is configured positively, but this trough from here to here is configured negatively, right? So it's going to have a left-handed translation on this trough from here to here. Now this trough is going to be a right-handed translation from here to there, right? So, but we're focusing on the major one, which is this one right here, the bold one. So it'll be from there to there, and then by textbook definition, it's higher highs, higher lows, right? There's low back here or whatever, right? Now it ended higher, right? So the end of the trough is higher than the beginning of the trough, which is a right-handed translation. So there it is, right there. Now it's projected, and that's not the end of it yet. It could be right here. This is where I'm projecting it to be, right? So let's correct it. There you go. Then the next one should also be a right-handed one, also. From here to probably maybe the center. Maybe something like that. Yeah. If this was a trough, hmm, hmm, maybe something like that. If it has two right-handed troughs, right? Um, but yeah, that's the way I see that playing out. So let's delete this crap, get it out of the way. I'll keep that in there, just so I understood what I was putting down. Let's see, and then the weekly. Where's that weekly trough coming up at? The weekly trough is coming up at right here in November, right? So, according to this, the lowest point that it should have, if it follows this trend, and it's an upward trend, right? I mean, it did break it down here, it kind of blew through it, and the trend started right here at the bottom of the market in October. So, I mean, it did break through it. So, could have an extended part, but for the most part, it's going to be right here. Like for comfort levels, right? We could just probably move this and try to follow the distance between here and here, and say that it is like a terminal bottom or something, an optional trend bottom, right? If it follows this one. So if that's the case, then we can move something like this here, maybe ish, right? Or worst case scenario, we could do something like this at this block order, right? Right there, this one. And then maintain the trend or go sideways. If this doesn't break, if this one breaks from here to here, then if this breaks, this order block breaks, and this breaks simultaneously, you got a problem. And they do. It's possible for that to happen right here. According to this, there's a possibility. All right, so we're gonna save that. That's an idea that I brought to the table. We'll see if see how well it ages. Now, oh, let me check out how bad I'm doing. Oh man, yeah, I could have got right there. That was kind of like this bottoming area right there. I could have got out. Okay, turn positive, it stayed positive, right? It's turning positive here, so that's a good sign. It might consider this support, so that might be an add to position zone. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it blindly and hope I get out of that trade by the time I'm done talking about Clover Health here. Um, so with Clover Health, I have the Brown cycle analysis in the healthcare sector, and I have it also on the 3 day, which is technically these are the weekly ones. So these are weekly. These are weekly psychoanalysis charts. I just have it set for the 3 day. Like I could get this daily one right, and I could put it on the 5 day, and look how small they turn. You know, they're still daily cycles. It's just on the 5 day chart. So I put on the hourly, they're going to get huge. Probably won't be visible. Let's see, yeah, it's just way too much. All right, let's go to the 8 hour chart. Unless I have them shut off on the hours, it's a possibility. Mm, okay, whatever. So this is my expectations. Well, if we look at this first, right? There's no overbought and oversold zone, right? But there's this here, 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 right? Which is pretty much like an extreme zone, right? That this indicator has either breached and rejected. Of course, it will eventually, right? Or it never has, stayed below it. But when it did, it is definitely strong, a strong movement, right? Okay, need to take care of something real quick. All right. I know I had this on some type of like meditation music, and then I guess that one came to an end, and it played this piano. I guess it's like relaxing piano music. It's not too bad, but pretty much puts you to sleep if you listen to it too long, huh? I forgot I had a pause button on here. Dang it. I could have just paused it and you guys could have just skipped that part. All right. So, yeah, this is what I'm thinking about Clover Health with using the TA. So, we will see some downward pressure, even though on this one, I've said it, I think recently, like we're getting into the overflow, the money overflow. But look, it dissipates. It doesn't last forever. What you want to see is you want to see it tick up. You don't want to see it tick down. When you see it tick down like that, that's it's like, well, they're going to have some type of pullback. Like it ticks down like this, you go flat, right? But another thing too, with this negative overflow, this negative, you also have the hyperwave going negative too, right? It's not like it went positive while this was negative. How can you have that, right? Like this one went negative while this was positive. There's no way. How are you going to have positive cash flow when the hyperwave turned negative, right? It contradicts itself. So there you go. And we're at a topping zone according to the cycle analysis wave that I made with the algorithm psychoanalysis called the AI cap. But I don't need that no more. I can just do it manually at any point in time now, since I know how the structure and the math works on it. I got it pictured, in my brain. Now it's crystallized intelligence. Now it's going to be there. Muscle memory, right? So it's in this zone right here on the weekly. If we look at the Fibonacci's on it, right? We got the 38, we got the 50 here, the 60, and then the 70, the golden pocket, right? Now, I highly doubt it's going to make it into the golden pocket. I really do. Like you're talking about prices anywhere from like $2 to $1.50, somewhere in between there. It's possible it could retest the 200-day moving average on the 3-day, or 200 day, the 3-day, right? So it's possible it could test it. It could come down to here, but using the time frame it would take to get from here to there, you know, even with going sideways for a little bit, it would take forever. So I don't think that's going to happen. So what I do think is going to happen, though, I do think it's going to come down to either one of these three zones. First one right here is at $3. Expected to consolidate around $3, and then if the trend pushes up, then you have like an explosion. See how I think the last video that I made, I said this candle was solid green. Wow, that was a lot of green, right? Now look at it, solid red. What happened? The candle never finished closing. That's what happened. It changed. Now it closed. So now the reality of it is that it's a red candle or a red bar, right? Red 3-day bar on this candlestick, right? That's a doji too. So, or no, what is that? No, it's not a doji. That's a inverted hammer. So yeah, negatives. I won't be surprised if this rolls over too, right? You got this right here. This is a take profit indication. It's kind of like these X's here. This one that says it explains the same thing. This is a trend continuation, right? It tells you the trend's going to continue going. Oh no, that's a reversal. Yeah, that's a reversal trend continuation. It was something else. It was on a different indicator. So it was suggesting there. These are minor, you know. That's a warning for a reversal, and then it was denied because the hyperwave turned green. Right, the negative one, that's positive one here. Reversal going positive, which it did. That was at 60 cents. That I wish I would have put all of my reserve cash flow in. But I did get it at 90. So, I mean, at least that's something. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Where I was at, I'm thinking that it's going to consolidate around here at this $3 range and then break out of the $3.50 and up and away we go. Once this trough right here is set, right? So it should go like that. That would be an inverted head and shoulders pattern, pretty much. And then never break the trend. Continue with this trend, break out. That's the first option, right? The second option is for it to, let's see here. There it goes. All right, for it to come and consolidate, then fail this here, then fail this trend, right? And come down here somewhere um, at this 180 range, which is right there at the 61 on the weekly. It's a 61 fib. So right there. And that is also this block order right here. If I was to remove this rising wedge patterns, yeah. So the rising wedge is gone. Right here, that's where this is at. This is like that block order is just right above it. It's like the 180-ish area, which, like I said, right here falls in line with the 60, the point 61 fib, and then the last but not least, right, is this one right here at $1.25. So that one is equal to the 78 fib, right? Right there. And this block order. Or order. I always get it in reverse. Is it order? It's order block. Order first, block second. There you go. All right. So this order block, right? I don't know why it just sounds better the other way. Um, let's see. Let's double check that. I'm pretty sure I had it. I always get it backwards. Let's see. Right. Order blocks. Right. Volume matrix order blocks. Okay. Order blocks. I might just have to put that up here to note somewhere. That way I don't say it the other way around. So yeah, the order blocks. Right. Right here, this zone, which is going to be like the 120. Now, the 120 was resistance every single time on every chart in the past prior to it breaking out. Like, if we go all the way back, throughout all of this mess here. Yeah, that was, yeah. After this, in this mess here, at this high of 140, 160, and then the low 70 and 60, right? That 120, that was like the spot